Hello and welcome to Quell. My name's Will, and what I do here in Quell is I concentrate a lot on what we call workplace violence and its sub-subjects. And one of them sub-subjects is lone working. And what I've been doing over the past few weeks is I've been talking a lot about lone working, whether that's working without close supervision and support, home working, mobile workers, and now today, working alone in premises. We get a lot of clients come to us and ask us about advice for their staff that work alone in premises. And what we have a tendency to do is we go out and we look at where first the building is, in the geographical area. Is it in the urban? Is it in the rural? Is there any risk within that area? Is there any support agencies within that area? What is close to that, shall we say, that vicinity that could be a risk or support? We also then look at the building. Is it where people are, shall we say, coming in for advice? Is it a hotel? Is it, shall we say, even a tenancy? What is that actual building used for? So we look at the basics of the risks straight away. But like I said, we look at the access and egress of them premises. How do they get in? Is it a walk-in? Is it a key fob, card, keypad? How do people enter and exit? We also then look at the CCTV. Okay, what does the CCTV cover? Is it in the right position? Now, we've got to remember, high degree of CCTV on premises is not really monitored. It's just there for a recording basis, even insurance purposes in some cases, especially when it comes to footfall cameras. But then what we try to do is, okay, what is the interaction from the people that are entering into them premises with the staff member? Is there a reception? Is there a counter? Is there a room? What is the connection? And then again, also assessing what is that risk. So do we have to, shall we say, change the reception area? Small degree. Do we have to put in a Dutch door if it's an office basis? A Dutch door is what we call a half door, like a barn door. I'm sure you've seen them. To limit the person entering into that room. So then we look at things like that and we look at, okay, well, there's a staff member. How do they interact with whoever that might be? That member of public, that guest, or even that tenant. We then break it down even more. Okay, let's say something happens to that staff member, has an incident. Where can they go to feel safe? Is it the office or is it somewhere else? We then break it down even to more. So how does that staff member alert, shall we say, other colleagues or even something as severe as the police in the event of an emergency? So we're breaking it all down again. Do they require any form of equipment? Do they require a panic button? Is there a panic button? Does it work? Do they require an app on their phone? Like I have an app on my phone. Okay, I have an app on my phone. If I press it, I get assistance. So we break it all that down into the context of, okay, then how do they actually communicate? But then what we also talk a lot about, which I think is very relevant, is what happens if the staff member becomes ill? How do we know if we're off site that that staff member that's alone in them premises is actually ill? Do we have them with an app that has a fall detection or anything like that would come into it? And again, it's a massive sphere of information that we have to gather before we put a certain plan in place. But again, it's down to you that is watching this video. Have you taken the time, if you're obviously working alone in premises on your own, or you are responsible for staff that work on their own, have you gone back to them basics? Making sure, well, the staff know exactly what to do, okay, whether that's through their procedures and obviously training. Have they got the right equipment? And are you confident that you keep in touch with them enough? Or as I said, you're that staff member. What's your line of communication to your colleagues? Have a think about it, because not being funny, we have had quite a few incidents in our experience here at Quell of staff being in premises on their own, and believe it or not, a lot of them were preventable. Please continue to keep watching. Get in touch with us if you think there's anything that we might be able to help you with. Check out our LinkedIn page, check out our YouTube channel, and you might find information on there that might be of advantage to you. Thanks for watching. Stay safe whatever you're doing. My next video will be released next week, which will be about staff that work out of hours. Bye for now.